Hey, before we get going today, we're going to show records, of course, because it is a music kind of a record channel. As everyone's been watching, I've been in Savannah, Georgia, and this place is really incredible. If you've never had a chance, and if it's on your bucket list, I couldn't recommend a cooler place to go to. Blown away by the architecture here. So what I'm going to do is at the very start, I'm just going to give you a little tour of some houses, architecture, really quick, fast. Go ahead, fast forward if that's not your thing. But personally, I love when people show places they're at, different areas, even their house, their town. It's all interesting because we all live in our own place, so it's neat to see other places, no matter what it is. So here we go. Enjoy a little bit of Savannah, Georgia, and then let's see some records. Welcome to another early morning Sunday show. If you ever read the book In the Garden of Good and Evil, talks about the murder that happened in this house of the Mercer House by a Jim Williams. This house takes up a full city block between the house and the carriage shop. It is one magnificent looking place. That thing is humongous. Some great records to show here. Let's get into seeing what we got this week. And cheers. We're on a mission from God to show you these records. Someone mentioned, and they're right, when you drink coffee, it really makes a loud noise on the video. And I get that. It is. But let me tell you, at 4 a.m., you just need a little coffee. Yes, meow. Okay. So here's Cat. Yeah, sit. 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 Okay. Wait for Cats. We'll just start with Cat. Okay. First album, Nils Fromm. Nils Fromm here. And a Berlin composer. He put this album out in December of last year. And it is Old Friends and New Friends. It is solo piano. I just saw Nils Fromm had a new album coming out. Didn't look into it. I just said, okay, I'm buying it. I think his most famous album's Felt, but he's done a ton of them. Really great neoclassical. This is just pure piano. And the music is, it's called Old Friends, New Friends, because a lot of it is just, it's unreleased songs that he didn't put out. Maybe some songs that didn't make it, just didn't make the cut. And so it's just piano. What makes Nils Fromm interesting is silence is as much a part of the music as the piano. And he's really known for hitting a note, 1001, 1002 of silence, hit another note, 1001, 1002 of silence. So there is this quietness. He is not about doing fast piano runs, and just going, he's not a Liberace. It's more introspective. It's more quiet, very much minimalism. The album, it is, it would be like in the post-classical, ambient, minimalism kind of time frame. It's good. It's not my favorite. you know, because of just, it's 2 albums of just this very quiet piano. It's relaxing. You can have it on in the background, but it doesn't get your fingers snapping. It's not going to get you going. Kind of nice, quiet background music. You know, no vocals, no nothing. So, yeah, it's definitely not my favorite from him. But if you love piano, and if you like kind of a quieter piano, then you're going to absolutely dig this thing. So, Nils from Old Friends, New Friends, his newest. Here we go. Meow. Ngozi. Ngozi family. It's actually from Paul Ngozi. I saw John at Digital Gramophone had been showing this, and I go, God, how did I miss this? And so I went and bought it. Now the real sad part is there's a Zamrock box set a lot of times that you'll see behind me. The sucker's in there, but it's all right. That's in this beautiful box set that I try not to mess with a lot. This Paul Ngozi's, he's from Zambia, and he's born in 47. I think he's still alive. And Ngozi, his last name actually means danger. So here we got 45,000 votes of danger from the Ngozi family. He's one of the early founders of Zamrock, which was kind of a movement basically mid-70s, okay? It didn't last a really long time, but it is, instead of the big bands like Kuri, where you have lots of people on stage, this is a trio. But they took it more from English rock acts, from Hendrix, and playing with a lot of fuzz and that. And this is just, it's fuzz-drenched, groove-laden music. From this power trio, the Ngozi family. There is one song like on here, oh, what is it? House of Fear. I mean, it almost has like a Black Sabbath type vibe. You Don't Love Me is a mid-tempo. For the most part, they're pretty fast, they're pretty hard, but there is a little mid-tempo music on here. The guitar styling is kind of a little primitive, but there is just this brutality to it, and it just slams you. Just such good music. I really love this. This is a great album. You can find this out there right now. If you want to try something on Zamrock, you know, I've mentioned Witch, you know, Lazy Bones is a good one. Introduction is a good one to the group Witch from Zamrock, from Zambia. And this one here, 45,000. Danger, 45,000 votes. The Ngozi family. It is a great entryway into the world of Zamrock to give you something that really, really rocks. Highly recommended. So, very, very good music. We have, this was shown on, this came out on Record Store Day. This is the Swirlies. Now, it's kind of one of these, what's up with this? What's up with that cover? What's the purpose? I don't know. Label, no big deal there. This came out on Record Store Day. I wasn't able to get it. Didn't come into my store, but I did find it. Store down in Detroit had it. And the Swirlies are from Boston. They formed in '90, and they're still playing right now. It is indie rock, lo-fi, shoegaze is kind of where you would put them into. Name of this album is, because it's very hard to go see, They spent their wild, youthful days in the glittering world of the salons. How about that? And it was the first album really they put out on Tang. The music on here, it's a different. They use these alternative guitar tunings that give it a really different kind of sound. It's a combination of their early 7-inch singles and of some unreleased materials that they had back in 1996. This is from 96, again re-released last year for Record Store Day. They use bits of dialogue are thrown on there. There is some like magnetic tape hissing that you can hear. They even have one song where they have feral dogs howling that they popped on there. It's a mix, I would say, of there is some feel of My Bloody Valentine, but there's also they're using this tape weirdness that's happening, and even kind of a little like almost like a lollipop land type thing. So they're throwing in some harmonies to kind of quiet it down, make it more interesting. I really wanted this. Good album. I thought it'd be better than what it is. I'm not, as far as for Record Store Day, it's one of the better ones I've had that I'm more satisfied with. So I'm glad I got it. I was just expecting maybe a little bit more excitement. I really thought it'd be more deep, heavier shoegaze, but it wasn't. But out of Boston, second album, the Swirlies, and they spent their wild, youthful days in the glittering world of the salons. What a handful, huh? It's just, what should we call it? Well, I don't know. Here's a thought, and we just start talking, and they go, well, yeah, let's call the whole thing. That's why it's not even written on there. Would have took up a whole cover, but what's up with that cover? I don't know. Then next, this is a 5 albums from a group. The name of the group is 11th Dream Day. 11th Dream Day. And I'm going to walk through these albums. This is a group that I am new to. And, oh well, that didn't work out. Cat makes it a little difficult here. I didn't know anything about this, but I've been buying some records from a guy down in Arkansas. He's selling off his collection. He sends me lots of pictures, Wayne. And then I kind of look, and I decide, I'd take this, I'd take that, what do you want? Well, he showed these, and didn't know them. So I went and pulled some samples, and I really, really liked them. 11th Day Dream. The band formed in Chicago in 1983, and they are still going. In fact, they did an album last year. It is alt rock. Actually, the two of the people, Rick Rizzo and Janet Beveridge Bean, I love that, Bean's my last name, they met in Louisville, and they moved to Chicago, and they formed this group. Eventually they got married. The music, especially at the start, is very Neil Young inspired electric guitar work. When Neil Young gets going on that electric guitar, that man can jam, but it's loud, there's feedback, it's just this noise coming. It is magnificent. I think of the album Wield, where he's just out there blasting, and the feedback just coming. You have that. It's like that with punk energy happening. Really, really cool stuff. Their first album, this was it here. This is Wayne. This is the EP. Let's see, we'll just do these one at a time here for you so we can show some of this. So Wayne was an extended play, their first album. Nothing special there, off Amoeba Records. And It is just, it's a kind of a guitar freak out going on here. Lots of it, and really neat stuff on here. Just guitar driven, and they're just making a lot of noise with it. So this one came out in 1989. Then actually that was no, that wasn't their first. That one, 89. This was their first full album. This is their self-titled, off Amoeba again, 11th Day Dream. This is the self-titled. This came out actually in 87. Again, great guitar rocker here. If you think of, during the 80s with the college radio scene and the alt-rock music that was happening, this is very much a part of it. Critics love this group, but they never seem to get anywhere. This has just that super cool indie rock feel happening. I really would highly recommend this one if you want to jump into this group. And again, their albums aren't that expensive. 11th Day Dream. So that's their self-titled in 87. Then in 86, I don't know how I got that Wayne out of there. In 86, I mean, and that was 87. In 1988, they have this Prairie School Freakout. And you can see that. There is, here we go. Sleeve. Prairie School Freakout was recorded in just 6 hours. The label Amoeba Records still, and it was just done in 6 hours. It's a more raw album. Again, this great charging guitars. You can hear the Neil Young inspiration, the feedback going on, exciting stuff in here, and it's just very much this guitar driven and cool. Great music. I really like this. It's a 4-piece right now. Rick Rizzo on guitars and vocals, Beard Fiji guitar slide, Douglas McComb bass, and Janet Beaveridge Bean on drums and vocals. So Janet is the drummer. Super. Great stuff. Then it goes to beat. I like beats. I don't know about you, but I like beats. I'm not known as Mr. Vegetable, but beats are good. And this is off Atlantic. Beat came out in 1989. Again, they got a major label got interested, so Atlantic picked them up. Kind of a little more terse, a little sharper type guitar happening. There are these melodic romps that they go, some more cerebral jamming, so they're toning down the feedback. It's not as prevalent. You don't hear all that what you heard on the first. There is some, kind of almost like ballads on this one. They slow it down just a little bit. And Bean, the drummer, she takes more vocals on this, so she's kind of coming to the forefront. I like the other ones better. This was good. I still really enjoyed this one. The other ones I prefer better, but not bad. Then the last one I bought from him, and actually these are the ones he had. This one came out in 1997. It's called Eighth. And this is moodier. It's darker. It's slower. Not as much guitar workouts happening on here. So it's changing course. Again, this is 97. So the world's changed, from the 80s to now. We're trying to keep up with it. We're changing our times. Interesting painting on here. So, again, I like the 80s stuff the best. That's what appeals to me. Not bad. They're all pretty good albums. This is just a little slower, a little moodier. So they're still going on. They made an album last year, and they put out 14 albums. 11th Day Dream. Just a group you may know about. I did not know about, and happy to get. compilation here. This is Fast Product Mutant Pop 78 to 79. We have on here the Mekons. We have 23. Human League, before they got into, this is more the punk Human League. Gang of Four, Scars, and Flowers. So it is out. It's between, they have some from some from Great Britain and some from the United States playing on this. Fast PVC. Just a cool mutant punk, it's called. Just a neat compilation of some favorite groups of mine. It's always neat to hear that early Human League stuff. The Gang of Four has, you know, Loves Like Anthrax. What more can you ask for on there? Most of the groups play 2 to 3 songs, so there's a lot of music on this. Those groups are named, but they put in quite a few songs on here. So cool compilation of punk. Compilation of Morricone, some film music that I recently picked up, and it has 6 songs on one, 5 on another. A lot of movies that I have no idea what the heck. Once Upon a Time in the West is the only one that I really know. Sacco and Vanzetti, I know that. I read the book. Just if you like Morricone, fun stuff. I like his music. You know, his soundtrack work, he's one of the best. So we have that. And the final one, it's a Blodwyn Pig. Blodwyn Pig is Mick Abramson. Mick Abramson was with Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull put out This Was, and he didn't like the direction that they were going because he was into blues rock. So he left the group and formed Blodwyn Pig. This one here is Getting to This from Blodwyn Pig. It's the second album, and look, it's a game. Now that's exciting. You can play that. If you have some pieces and some dice, you can play that game. There is off A&M Records. Blues rock, jazzier blues rock. There is flute included in here. It's not really an essential album. I bought it because I like Jethro Tull a lot, and the first Blodwyn Pig wasn't too bad. This one's okay. It's, you know, it's okay. It was not a necessity. Maybe it'll stay, maybe it won't, as I have to weed albums out to make room for new ones. We'll see. But, you know, I've always liked Mick Abrams' guitar playing, but he's not Peter Green. You know, let's be honest, he's not. So Blodwyn Pig, which is a cool name, they did 2 albums and then, you know, broke up. They tried to get back together again, but things just didn't work out. So British blues rock. There you have it from a group that most may not know, Blodwyn Pig. That's it for the week. Appreciate it. Thank you for going on the mission of God with us. Had a great week in Savannah. Just fantastic whenever you get to spend time, as most of you would know, with family, especially with your boys. It's just, you know, to reconnect, you know, because it's the most special thing, you know, to be with your kids. So I wish it could happen more often like this, but it doesn't, and that's all right. So thank you so much for watching. Look forward for you coming back to visit again on the next video. All right. Have a great one. Bye.